So I don't.
How does that have anything to do with America? That's independence from potentially Denmark. The argument here is about whether Greenland should be sold to America or not.
You will pet me, whether you like it or not.
What is this, ASMONDGOLD on Greenland?
Because Greenland isn't for sale? Well, why is it not for sale? Why do they not want to sell it, right? I mean, because, like, that's an interesting question. Why would Denmark not want to sell Greenland? I mean, Denmark is a relatively well-off country, but, like, why would they have this territory that, you know, it only has, like, 50,000 people in it? And why would they not want to sell that territory if they think it would be beneficial, right? So, yeah, they're negotiating, exactly. Everything's for sale, absolutely. And like, yeah, I mean, I'm not even arguing you should do it, but like, I mean, shit, Greenland doesn't want to be sold. Well, I mean, I don't know if Greenland does or doesn't want to be sold, honestly. But you know, like there were, like from what I saw is that there was polling that showed that the majority of Greenlanders actually would want to have independence, but they view that independence would lower their standard of living, and so they don't want it. So they would want independence, assuming that the standard of living maintained. So I don't.
How does that have anything to do with America? That's independence from potentially Denmark. The argument here is about whether Greenland should be sold to America or not. It is utterly irrelevant.
I don't even really think that's necessarily true, but you know, who the f knows? The locals want it. I mean, some do, some don't, right? It's complex. And is Greenland really obligated to sell Greenland? I mean, Denmark, are they obligated? I don't think so. I mean, I'm just talking about it. But yeah, I don't know really why the fixation on Greenland is happening. I think it's important, sure. But like, as I said, I just think that we have so many.
Yeah, it's not so yeah-based, is it? When your audience is entirely MAGA dick riders that love LARPing as American MAGA, but American MAGA ends up treating Greenland like it's Venezuela, all of a sudden it's not so based, it seems. How come? How come this guy who has defended pretty much every single incursion that Donald Trump has made is all of a sudden taking a very different, much more restrained stance? Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe not so based to take over Europe. Yeah, is that a recent clip? I suspect it is, because initially he did say it was based, and then his subreddit exploded. He said, yeah, it's based. It's super based to take Greenland. And then his subreddit yelled at him and was like, ASMONDGOLD, I'm actually a European MAGA supporter and I don't like what you're saying. Why would you be saying that, you stupid Americanish? If we are not Venezuela, we are not Iraq, we are Europe, yeah? Why would you say this? Not good. And then he quickly had to find like a ASMONDGOLD moment. It quickly had to find like a reasonable middle ground here, you know? Don't make fun of me. So now he has to take this like, now he has to climb on this fence to present this like reasonable approach to Donald Trump's incredibly unreasonable and completely insane treatment of every country. The difference between me and a lot of people in Europe, of course, not like the MAGA, you know, European fascists, but like even the rest of like European liberals who might think that it's totally appropriate. He had to apologize for calling for an invasion of Greenland.
I'm gonna throw you a bone, okay? I'm gonna throw you a bone, and I'm going to offer something that is extremely rare. I'm gonna offer an apology. I didn't know that Denmark has done so much to help the United States. Somebody gave me a list of things that Denmarks and Danes have done in coordination with the United States, especially in the Iraq War. I think I underplayed you guys. I did. I was being an asshole. I was wrong. The truth is that you guys have been a great ally to us. And
yeah, that's the only reason why America shouldn't be invading Greenland, because the Danish actually helped with its intelligence consistently, and also because they were also there for the invasion of Iraq. Okay.
As I said before, I don't really agree with us taking Greenland, but hopefully maybe we can buy it. I don't want us to take Greenland from you guys, okay? So somebody did link me that, and I do want to say that, okay? Because I try to correct myself. I was wrong for saying that.
How many Danes? It's not just Danes, it's Europeans. European right-wingers love what Donald Trump is doing around the world, but they got a taste of Trump's medicine for once with Greenland, which obviously denies European state sovereignty. It's a very dangerous predicament. So they very quickly were like, whoa, we don't like that. You can't treat us like we're brown. What are you doing? We're not a brown country. I know we have a lot of refugees, yeah, but that doesn't mean we're actually truly a brown country. You know, that type of attitude kicked him real quick. And then they obviously yelled at him, and then he had to back away and be like, not based, actually. Greenland, overtaking Greenland, not based.
I was being an asshole. I got caught up in the moment. I shouldn't have said it. You guys have been a great ally, and I would not want to take Greenland through military intervention, even if we could. I think it could happen, but I don't think it should happen. There it is. So yeah, if that's the thing you're talking about, then I'm on.
Asmon pivoting like an NBA 5. Yeah, this is another not so rare, not so unique Asmon fold moment. Yeah, he went from, based, America first, Greenland is ours now, to getting yelled at by his audience, to folding into submission and saying, maybe it's not so based, actually. Yeah. This is what happens when you get all your opinions from your Reddit, your chat, and your Twitter feed, right? Like, he doesn't actually have any real well thought out opinions about what this means for the global design. He doesn't have like any sort of ideological conviction. He's not even like a NATO Atlanticist or anything. You know what I mean? He's not like at least when, you got guys at the American Enterprise Institute yelling at me, like, that's their job. Their job is to literally yell at me because I am ideologically not aligned with their worldview. I'm against it. I find NATO to be a security I find NATO to be a protection racket for the American military-industrial complex, which obviously harms Americans at the domestic level, but more consequentially, I think harms everyone else around the world, and it robs Europeans of their own sovereignty and decision-making. So I'm anti-NATO, and I've been yelled at quite a bit for having an anti-NATO position, especially after Russia invaded Ukraine, which for many Europeans justified NATO and made them love NATO, want to hug and kiss NATO. Okay, I hold my hands up and apologize. I didn't think you could cover him without debating his weird fans and derailing, but this is solid. Thank you. But because he's like unprincipled in general, has no principles whatsoever, and he's at the mercy of his own chat, and considering that his chat is like 60%, I believe, like majority European, of course, Europeans who love when Donald Trump is like dominating Venezuela turned around and yelled at him for treating Greenland, a part of the European continent, like it was a brown country. And so he had to back down and apologize for his previous statements, coming across as callous. And now he's trying to take this like moderate, reasonable middle ground approach. Stopping Russians from raping and torturing people to death is so military-industrial complex. You're right. Oh, God. This is the reason why Trump is going to not only take Greenland, but maybe even Norway, for the record. Create your own security framework, okay? Develop sovereignty, Europe. I'm not saying keel over and die. I'm simply saying that Donald Trump is doing to the European continent from the western flank what you are fearful of Vladimir Putin doing to you from the eastern flank. Okay? Taking Norway, Lamau, yeah, right. I mean, that's a joke. I brought it up as a joke point, considering that it's an oil-rich nation with its entire extraction industries being nationalized. It's basically white Venezuela. But considering what he has done to Venezuela, who knows? Considering that he's invested in further vassalizing white countries, European countries, who knows where he may go? Maybe Canada's next. Guess who makes the advanced missiles U.S. uses and trains their troops? The only country on this planet that has any sort of sovereignty outside of the United States of America, under the security umbrella of the United States of America, is Israel. Okay? And in the absence of like a Norwegian APAC that was allowed to basically massage the narrative for like the last 100 years, you're okay? You're not Israel, little bro. You're not Israel, little bro. It's over, okay? Any country that's not Israel that thinks that they can continue being like a sovereign country while existing under the American security apparatus is not going to make it, okay? That's it. It's so weird seeing people defend NATO and it needs to exist because look at Ukraine. Like Europe having its own defense industry wouldn't achieve the same result. You're a NORPAC stooge. I'm not trusting a thing you say. Yeah, they have nationalized oil too. And if you just take what Donald Trump has said about Venezuela and its oil, you know Donald Trump is not the biggest fan of countries that have their own oil that they're extracting from their own land and their own coastline. He doesn't like that at all. That's our oil, baby.
Domestic problems here that, Greenland shouldn't really be the focus. That's my opinion.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Bored with that. So, and also, I want you to look at what's happening today, and I want you to see where my thinking is coming from. Okay, I am looking at America turning to. I'm not worried about Greenland. Why am I worried about Greenland? I don't. We can't even control Minnesota. Why are we going to try to take over Greenland?
Yeah. He's doing he's scaling back from his pro let's take Greenland position, but in a very pro MAGA kind of way. Oh yeah, I just think we should just keep deporting migrants. Actually, that's what we should be doing. Yeah. I wonder why his position is so different on Greenland as opposed to every other country. Perhaps it has something to do with the fact that his audience loves when he talks about, dominating Minnesota, but hates dominating Greenland and taking away European sovereignty. I don't know why.
You will pet me, whether you like it or not. Whether you like it or not.